Most of us have a special memory with trees, a childhood climb, or their shade on a sunny day. But we've taken trees for granted and cleared nearly half of our planet's forests. Even in our most rural communities, we see humans determined to destroy this most precious resource. Today, we follow one such group of humans intent on ridding the planet of another prime specimen and seek to discover what drives man to such acts of destruction.
I feel like this tree is actually one of my children. It's been with me as long as my children have been, and really it grew and it blossomed much like a child does, and then it became annoying and it was time for it to leave, which my children don't seem to know how to do really well. So I am demonstrating through the illustration of the tree what it is time for my children to do. Leave. I did have some qualms about the birds and the squirrels, largely because I'm afraid the squirrels will leave the tree and move into my house. So that is one of my fears. There are lots of other trees around though, so as Richard said, this one is really just blocking the view and it's time to go.
So you're saying that a view is more important than the life of a tree?
I'm saying that in this instance, this tree will provide great warmth when we burn it. It has served its purpose well, and now it is time to go.
Now, your daughter used to make forts underneath this tree in the winter. Does that pose no significant sentimental value to you to see this tree go down?
It does. There are great memories of this tree. One of the best memories was when I climbed to the very top of it and strung Christmas lights. And it was a very cold day, and your mother and I actually were working together, and it was a great time of bonding because by the end of it we were screaming obscenities at each other, and we used the lights one year and they are still strung to the top of the tree, probably about 15 years later. So anyway, it was a great opportunity to share as a couple.
All right, would you like to say any last words to this beloved tree of yours?
The tree has been a fixture. Before I got here, it was here.
Speak to the tree, Dad.
And tree, I guess you know that you were loved, that you were cared for, and now you are being disposed of. And that is really the circle of life.
So Richard.
Yes.
Just identify yourself and a little bit about you.
I'm a neighbor, Richard Graves, as in beans, and we're here this morning to massacre a beautiful tree. It's a shame, really, but it's spoiling Shay Jane's view of the beautiful Blythe Bay, so it's got to go down. And about myself, I'm just a neighbor with a chainsaw, and that's why you love me.
And tell me, Richard, how does it feel to be about the same age as the tree you're about to cut down?
I think the tree is younger. We will find out today because you can count the rings. And I would suspect that that tree is only about 30 years old, believe it or not.
And if you were starting to debilitate and look a little worse and people...
I'm already there!
and people weren't really happy to see you around, would you want your family to pull the plug?
Jeez, that's a very deep question.
Bob, can you tell me what's your experience in the woods?
My experience in the woods since I was maybe 14. A little bit all the time, off and on. Weekends, Saturdays, cut my own wood, cut my own logs.
Gotcha.
Entertain myself. Good physical exercise.
And can you tell me, why do you hate trees?
Oh, I don't hate trees at all. I love trees, especially maple trees. I'm only taking this tree down because apparently it's in the way of the good view of the Belle Isle Bay.
And what do you think? Should the tree come down, or would you keep it up?
Oh no, I would take this tree down. It's an old pasture spruce. It's got limbs all the way from the bottom to the top, and it's time it was gone. It's a mature tree, and it's in the way. It needs to go.
Would you like to say anything to the tree?
Well, I think the tree, we should bless it a little bit, and it will do a wonderful job of boiling sap. We're going to convert the tree into fire, and it'll make lots of sap for Richard Graves.
Bye, tree.
Across the world, we are losing our forests at a staggering rate of 28 million hectares every year, and with it, our planet's treasure trove of diversity. Forests store and capture more carbon than any other habitats on land. They cool our planet and provide food and medicines. We lose them at our peril.
How did it go, everybody?
Well, Bob wasn't much help. Richard gave way too much advice, and I have done most of the heavy lifting.
And I think that's really the moral of the story.
Yeah.
Your father's done most of the heavy
It's
lifting.
good to have your own PR department.
But having said that, the heavy lifting is yet to come. I mean, we're going to see the best of them out here in the next
That's
half
right.
hour.
There will be.
The guy without the hernia is going to do that.
Yeah.
And everything went well? Everything
Who
went
here
smooth?
doesn't have a
It went pretty
hernia?
well, but it's a good thing we had many hands.
Oh, I'm the only one without a hernia. Okay.
So far. The day's not out yet, though, Gary. The day's not out.
How did that happen?
And how old is the tree?
The tree
Richard
is
did the inventory on the tree. Yeah.
43 years old, I believe.
43 years old.
43. Richard's off camera. He's shy.
Yeah, when did you get so shy, Richard?
And we, are we still rolling?
Yeah.
We truly believe that the tree was strategically located over the sewerage system of this house, is why it grew so well for so long.
Well,
in a short time.
There has been a lot of
I'm going.
in this house.
Glad all your output went to a good cause.
Please,
Yeah.
we'll just call it
So
please.
keep your father warm for the next 3 winters.
That's right.
Perfect.
And
All right,
it's
well,
going
that's
to
the end of the
be
tree.
So it's going to be used.
That's the end of the tree.
Let's see.